We back on it.
Yeah.
We back. Episode 76, right?
Is it 76
Yeah.
or 77?
Shout out to wait a minute. Shout out to who gave us when we said episode 75, we couldn't figure out who was
James gave us a player.
75, right? He gave us 75.
Mm-hmm.
That was last week, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So shout out to James and Howie Long.
We 76.
James, I forgot about the great Howie Long. Good one, bro. Good one.
All right. So who you got for 76?
So, episode 76. Let's see here. Great football player number 76. Well, I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears player. And right now he's going through a lot of health problems, but he's still with us. I'm going with the great Chicago Bear, Steve Mongo McMichael. He was on the 85 Bears. He wore number 76 proudly. So I'm gonna go with that.
I remember that name.
Yep.
I think I remember. I'm pretty sure that's.
He was
Bears legend. I think I remember this one.
He was Bears legend, so you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Right. And prayers to him as he's battling. I want to say ALS. That's what I want to say. I could be wrong, okay. But I think he's battling ALS. So prayers up to him.
Prayers to him and his family.
But episode,
to him
yeah,
for sure.
Especially him. But episode 76, we in here. We got Teese over there. She rocking the Purple Rain lipstick, Teese.
It's not no Purple Rain. But I guess so.
It ain't Future. So
it's like a mixture. It's like a purple. It's like a purple and pink.
Okay.
It's a girl thing. You know, girls we'll put like a pink base on, then you put like a different liner on to, you know. Okay. Come on, you got girls in the house, bro. You should know this stuff.
I don't know lipstick. I just know the regular color. You know what I mean? So keep it real. But Teese is here. Episode 76. We in the joint. I'm Coach Mo. We're gonna start the show off. Before we get to what irritated us this week. You already probably know what irritated me. And to Twitter, to Elon Musk. I just want to say thank you before we get started. How was your week, Teese?
My week been busy as AF.
Capital
it's
AF.
Been busy, man. It's been busy since last week. From work to personal stuff after work. It's been bananas, bro. I am mofo tired. But
you motherfucking tired.
Yeah, but the show must go on. So other than that, being busy, it's been good though. I can't everything has been in a good space for me. So I think I always be thankful, like, because I remember the last 2 years just being so stressful. And this year has been like a turnaround for me. So I'm just like, it's all about good vibes and, drinking my water, y'all, trying to get this weight off me. And
you're drinking our water, y'all.
Yep, I always drink water though. It's just making sure I eat the right things. So,
and you drinking water and you man your business.
And I'm at my business.
You man your business.
You don't be seeing my name in the streets and no mess, bro. I ain't no messy Betty, so
yeah, keep it that way.
It's nice over here. Is that what they say?
It's nice over here.
It's nice over here.
You'll like it over here. That's what
you'll like it over here. You'll come over here. You'll love it. How about you, bro? How's your Father's Day?
Father's Day was great because I went to my favorite restaurant, and I didn't have to pay. Redstone.
Oh yes, that's one of my favorites too, bro. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
I love Redstone, and it was me, my mom, me and Samara, my wife, the kids. Well, CJ had to work, so he couldn't come. Of course, Courtney's in Atlanta, so she comes back Friday. But
she ready to come back?
She been ready.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. I got me a steak. I ate it slow. You know what I mean? I wanted no rush.
How you like your steak, bro?
Medium well all the time.
Okay, me too.
Medium well all the
And it
time.
be good. People be acting like if you
Good.
don't get medium or medium rare, like they act like the medium well still is tender.
It's
It's
very
still
tender.
kind of juicy. So
It's very tender. It's very tender, and the meat is still juicy. Pause. But it's that's how I
yeah,
like to eat my steak.
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not a big steak girl, but whenever I do get steak or any kind of red meat, I definitely get medium well
Mm-hmm.
as well because I'm just not with the medium. That's just like one day, bro, I was at we had a work outing after work,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my coworker ordered the same thing, same burger, except for his burger was medium and mine was medium well. So they
Okay.
gave us the wrong burger. So I'm eating this. I'm like, this don't this just because medium like red and then it don't taste like nothing. It's just disgusting to me. So I'm eating, I'm
Yes.
like, something is this don't taste good. I look and it's all red. He didn't ate half the damn burger, the other burger, which is mine.
Mm-hmm. Uh
I
huh.
had his. So yeah, that was my Caucasian brother. And I was like, we was joking around, and I said, now that black people do not want no red meat. He was like, I didn't even tell the difference. He said, I'm sorry, sister. I was like, thank you.
He
Cause
smashed
now
your burger though. He smashed yours though.
he smashed it. He could even he was like, this was good. I said, yeah, mine was disgusting. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't mess around with the red meat. It's not in my DNA.
We had a good time. I had an old fashioned.
Strong, one of the strongest drinks you can drink.
I just needed one. They made it great.
Yes. Yeah.
I got my mom. I got her nice off the Tito's with lemonade.
Ah,
She
nice.
she was nice. She was nice off that. You know what I mean? My old man, he he wanted a shot of bourbon, but I was
Oh
like, no.
Lord.
I was like, no, Dad, we ain't doing that, man. We go
I'm trying to get my bourbon game up, bro. I've been drinking more bourbon
bourbon.
lately.
Bourbon is just I tease. It's beautiful.
It is. It's really
Beautiful.
good. And
Yeah.
my girl Anna, shout out to Anna. She listens to the show too. She
What
got
up,
me on the
Anna?
old fashions. She got me on the old fashions. So when me and her go out, that's like her like go to. So then it's become one of mine because it's like it's a strong ass drink, but it gets you there. So
Yeah, I like it.
yeah.
All I need is like one or two. I'd be good.
Mhm.
I'd
Yeah.
be good, man. And then they make them. Redstone make them nice. I like the way they
Yeah.
make them. They pour,
Yeah. They
and
bars they have their bars is real good.
they
Cause
got a
I've gone there and sat at the bar like with my friends and it'd
top
be
shelf,
good.
top
Mhm.
shelf bar.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna tell you why I like Redstone because Redstone is just regular American food.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like super fancy,
Mm-mm.
but to me, their food tastes better than some of the, higher end places that serve the same steak. And if you going to, True Luck or any other
Yeah,
steakhouses, like they food just as good to me for half the price. So
that's what I
I'm
say.
not. I'm like I don't have to go to Ash and Maple and Ash just to
I do that.
spend $100 when I can go to Redstone and spend half of that and have a bunch
I
of
do
food.
that. I say that about Longhorn. I tell
Yeah,
people. I tell people.
Longhorn is
Look.
good.
I said I know y'all love Gibsons. Ain't nothing wrong with Gibsons. I ain't
The
nothing wrong with
food's
it.
fine. Yeah,
I just say, look, I go get the same steak from Longhorn, and it'd be
mhm.
so good that to the point I may not eat it all. I'm gonna take it home.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I've
know what
been to
I'm saying?
Longhorn a bunch of times. The food is good. So
I
people
tell
better
people,
be
I
tripping.
tell people, y'all be caught up on them names. That's cool,
Yeah,
whatever. Y'all like to show them receipts because y'all went to Gibson's. Y'all like to show them long receipts with all the detail, you
right.
know, price.
we
That's what you
ordered.
want to do.
We had
Cool.
prongs and individual. What else?
The drinks,
The drinks
all
and
that.
we had calamari and yeah.
Listen, the next time I see somebody do that, I know I'm gonna comment. Now post your life insurance and policy. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
Because if y'all, if they say, well, that's not none of nobody business, I'm gonna say, well, what you spend at the restaurant shouldn't be nobody business either. But
right.
hey,
That's
but
so tacky to me.
it's tacky.
It's
It's
just so tacky to me. Yeah.
that's tacky. putting your Cash App on Facebook is tacky when it's your birthday. That's
Hey,
super tacky.
bro, somebody said that when you put your Cash App on your birthday, that's just like you having a cup jingling change. Yeah, that's
Hey,
what
you know
somebody
what? That might. Hey, I kind of like that. I like that. I kind of like that.
said.
I like that. I
Yeah,
do. I do. I like
yeah,
that. Well,
yeah.
we gonna kick episode 76 off. This is we appreciate everybody for listening again, the listeners, the subscribers. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Some of that podcast, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Y'all rock with us because y'all trust us, and
Yeah,
that's just how we feel. So
yeah.
this week, Tease, what irritated you?
It's kind of one of our topics, bro. But
Mm.
it is what irritated me though. So I don't know if I should. I'll mention it, and then I guess we can go into detail whatever you want to talk about it. But everybody complaining about Juneteenth irritated the hell out of me.
Let's talk
Like,
about it. Yeah, get right
I
into it.
mean, because it's just the thing, bro, with black people, with us, we complain about everything. I'm saying we as a whole, I'm included. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm included in, I can't exclude myself from black people. I'm a part of the delegation, but
Right.
we got to do better. Like, I understand, like, people want to be on their super woke stuff, and it's like, well, they gave us, Juneteenth, and we really wanted the, crime bill, or we wanted all that stuff. We still need that fight. We understand that adding Juneteenth as a federal holiday was the lesser of all the things that needs to be done within the black community. We get that. I get that 100%, right? But the fight don't stop there. So we ain't get it. So then what are we going to do? Like, we spend so much money on BS, but we don't spend our money on politics. And one day we'll realize that money is what moves politics.
True.
Money is what moves politics, bro. Like, the communities that get their stuff passed, whether it be the Asians, Hispanics, they have major groups giving money and their votes to these politicians that pass the laws. So if you're my congressman or my senator, and we are from an area that is full of racism, and we have all these racist attacks and stuff like that, like, we should be saying, hey, we're donating to your campaign, we'll get you in office, but you need to do this for us. It's just common sense. But we don't do that. We can sit there and complain on the internet about Juneteenth, just meaning nothing, and it's a fake holiday, and we need other stuff. Duh. So then why don't we have to keep the fight going? We vote every couple years and every 4 years for a president, but locally, it's more to be done, and we depend on somebody else to do it. We have to do it. Like, the internet is not going to get the laws changed. It's just not. You complaining and trying to talk about the unnecessariness of it. Don't go to work then. Don't get off. And the thing is, bro, Juneteenth was been celebrating way before it became a federal holiday, and in other areas too, it's just one of the biggest celebrations. But other states celebrate, other black people celebrate black freedom at different times.
True.
Because I think, like, I can't remember. I just saw something. I just saw like a little blurb on Twitter. Like, I think like certain places in Tennessee, certain places in Alabama, certain places, maybe even Ohio, some people celebrate on the 1st because that's when they found out. I mean, they got people to understand. We didn't have social media, 500 years ago. Like, there wasn't no social media, or 200 years ago. There wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't have no blast that say, hey, y'all's is free. They didn't have that. So it did take a long time. It took years and months for some of them other areas to realize that, damn, we are free. You know what I'm saying? So But
Mm-hmm.
what's the big deal about celebrating? We don't have a lot of things celebrating blackness. Like I don't look at it like it is a freedom celebration of freedom, but I just look at it as a celebration of blackness. And I look at it as a celebration of our ancestors, bro, because we still here. And that's something to celebrate to me. That's something to be proud of,
Proud of.
that we are a
Still here.
diligent people and we still here. We resilient. And despite every pitfall that America has put in front of us, we still here
Mm-hmm.
and thriving, and could be doing a lot better and minus some of the systematic things that are in place. But what's wrong with celebrating that? I don't understand why we're angry about that.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me be devil's advocate. Let me push back. Now, let's have an honest conversation.
Hmm.
Do you think that, okay, yes, we have Juneteenth. Yes, we know what it's about. Do you think that we as a people have we made this too ghetto now? Are we
I think
are we celebrating it the way we're supposed to, or have we just turned this into, okay, yeah, y'all, let's just throw a party and let's just throw a kickback and then let's just play music, dance, and find a way to just find a party? Do you think it's become ghetto now?
I think some people have turned it into ghetto. Yeah.
Okay.
I think in general, bro, for me, I think out of 100, I say of 100 celebrations, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that's 90 of the 100 were all positive, family oriented events that were historically based, meaning they were actually celebrating what Juneteenth was about. They were had people like speaking about Juneteenth. They had like presentations. They had like spoken word, African dancers. They had giveaways. It was
Mm-hmm.
celebration, and people was dancing and stuff. That
Mm-hmm.
other stuff is like getting together, what like in Willowbrook, that's
Yeah,
like some circle stuff. That's what that was.
that's what.
That's just Negroes being Negroes and just gathering together and kicking it, and that's fine. But it
Mm,
ain't to me. That wasn't no Juneteenth. That's ghetto, to me.
okay.
But what about you?
Because I'm asking because I've seen, I don't. I've seen people say that um, they felt like maybe we've lost the true essence of what Juneteenth is supposed to be about because now we got a holiday. And
Mm-hmm.
someone was saying before we got a holiday, you had people who was actually celebrating it the right way with Afrocentric themes, and
Mm-hmm.
you had like not parades, but like there was like gatherings at churches, gatherings at the community center where they was actually
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Hey, on this day, we were told we were free," and it was a history lesson behind it. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't so much, okay, we're gonna throw this party at the Touch, we're gonna throw this
Mm-hmm.
party at
That's
Ted's.
people capitalizing off it.
And my thing is, I'm not down to nobody for what if that's what they want to do. But the people who I've seen talk about this, these are people who I know who are educated with Juneteenth. People who I know who read a lot. People who I know
Mm-hmm.
who like want the best for the culture and the people. So I'm just asking because I mean I know what Candace Owens said. She said that Juneteenth is ghetto,
Mm-hmm.
and and
It's not.
and I know where she's coming from when she says that, because again she's a black woman, but I know her views on
Yeah.
race and politics, so her saying that doesn't surprise me. But I do also know we do have people who, again, I mean, people throw parties on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
Now, I listen, I get it. I've never understood it. I think it's kind of cheesy to make flyers and say, "Hey, MLK Day, let's party." Like, I think it's cheesy. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that's why it needs to be celebrated that way. But people do what they want to do. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I just recently found out about Juneteenth, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's still brand new to me. But I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Hey, I don't appreciate having the day off," because
Yeah.
because I love the day off on July 4th.
Right.
I make barbecue. I go to barbecue. I hang out on July 4th. So, you know what I mean? But again, I know what July 4th is. I know what Juneteenth is. My thing is that I think we have to stop complaining so much because at some point, out like even let's say me and UT, we make it to see us get reparations.
Right.
There's going to be 25 Negroes on Twitter that's going to complain that getting reparations is ghetto. So
Yeah.
I really believe as the people we've never satisfied.
Yeah. And bro, to me, rightfully so. Right, we have been handed an unfair deck, right, and even within that unfair deck, we're still here. That's what I said. It's to me worth celebrating, is because despite all that, we are owed reparations. There is no question about it. Everyone else in this country that has ever been mistreated and taken advantage of, they have received reparations in some form, whether it be from land, whether it be from money. They've received free things, right? And so, you know, I think people, they, it's up to us, bro, we have to be the ones to make sure it don't turn into some ghetto misrepresentation of what it should be. You know what I'm saying? So that means we can't be participating in, hanging out and just drinking on a, corner, being mischievous. If we know our friends or our family, like, we have to be responsible to maybe show them a better way. Because Forest Park has had a Juneteenth celebration for at least 15 years.
I did not know that.
That's because our mayor is from Texas.
He's from Galveston?
Yeah, he's from Galveston, Texas.
I did not
And
know
so before he was the mayor, he was the commissioner. And so when he was the commissioner, he that's something that he brought to Forest Park for a long time. So it was really big. The other neighboring communities would come to the Forest Park one because we were the only ones at the time doing it. And so I think like this year, Maywood had one, Bellwood, the different park districts, they all threw like pool parties, because
nice.
last couple of years, they threw like pool parties, which that's what happens in Galveston. They mostly have pool parties. And as celebration. So, and that's when I found about it years ago, bro. We was on a drill team conference. That's how I found out about it. We was in the car. We was in Texas for one of the competitions, and they was talking about the Juneteenth celebration. And I was like, Juneteenth, we was young, but it made me figure out, but it's a big deal, so big deal. Yeah, I think, but it's like I said, it's up to us to stay on our politicians. Reparations are due, and we can't keep putting people in office that's not speaking that language. When somebody speak reparations, we blow them off and think they're cuckoo, and we want to support. We don't support them. We'll support the popular person who really popularity has not helped us.
That's true.
It has not helped us. And then I think Dr.Umar has said recently, he was saying something recently that makes some odd sense. We don't even have to have the person that necessarily that we want in office, like don't necessarily have to win, but as long as our votes, and when the majority see that this is what we want, they gonna jump on board, because they're gonna say, hey, Chicago got 1.5 million black people, and 95% of them was voting for this person on this ticket, and this person is pushing reparations. And I think it will catch on, but we can't, bro, because out of that million that we have here, that 30% is we split up. 30% saying it's ghetto, 30% saying we reparations, 30% saying this. We just scattered. We can't ever have like a majority rule. You know what I'm saying? Which is
it'll never be.
It messes us up. But bro, that's what makes us lose.
We talked about this before. It'll never be 100%, especially when you got people, figureheads with big followings like Kanye and Candace Owens saying, no, we don't need that. Like, it we'll never have that solidarity.
Yeah.
I mean, you have people right now who will say, well, that's our problem. We always want our handout. I mean, bro, like reparations, to me, that's like old. That's not even with your handout. That's old to the people from Oklahoma, from Tulsa. Like, that's old to people who were born from slave families. Who that's old.
That's
That ain't
old. It's old. It's old to us, bro.
yes,
And the
it's
thing is,
old.
black people have it pisses me off when people act like black people as a whole in general have always been like, y'all don't want us to stay here, fine, we'll go over here, leave us alone. But what they do, come over there messing with us.
Yeah.
That's how come Tulsa, Oklahoma was a thing, and why it's no longer a black, metropolis, because of jealous white people. You know what I'm saying?
When you get a chance, watch the interview on Breakfast Club. They had today two two people that was
Mm-hmm.
that lived through Black Wall Street.
Oh,
And
nice.
you should hear that old man talk about what he saw.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
People need,
watch it.
because I really believe, the Black Wall Street. It's still hard for people to believe that you actually have black people
It
who actually
was,
separated from society at that moment and was thriving.
bro, but it was a whole bunch.
If they were
It was
thriving,
it was a whole bunch. I'm gonna send you this little GIF, not GIF, it's a picture that's got a map that say it says pick your black um it says pick your black massacre, but it's
mm-hmm.
talking about spaces that were black, that had a community of black people that were thriving, and all over the map it turned into massacres because of jealous people that didn't want, because they didn't need it, you know what I'm saying? And so
Nope.
even my grandma, who was born and raised in Mississippi, I remember her telling me about, they had a black doctor, they had black dentists. I remember her saying, like, like even her father, my great grandfather, like about him being well off, and how like the people used to steal from them, they fields and stuff like that. So black people have always found a way, and we've always did it, but we did it together. Like, we don't have any togetherness. Like Kanye, he think because he rich, and like he don't think of, he talks community stuff, but he really don't do it.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? He really don't be about that community life.
They
You
don't.
know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with us. Like, the community is messed up, because my other grandma, she was born in Chicago, but she used to tell me about, bro, Madison used to be full of black businesses. Right back on the side of my grandma's house was a gas station. I
Yeah.
remember that when I was a
Yeah.
kid, and that was owned by a black man.
Yeah.
So it's remnants of all this stuff. And she said after the Martin Luther King riots, that's when everything got messed up, and they never recovered.
Never recovered. I mean, well, the West Side has never recovered from
No.
the Martin Luther King riots. Never
Nope.
recovered.
Nope.
And I know the Defender, a while back before they closed down, they had did a piece on how the West Side never recovered from the Martin Luther King riots. Businesses, black businesses, never came back after that. They were crushed. The businesses was over. Which is why, like, not to get on the whole rioting thing, which is why, like, I used to get so mad, like, why y'all tearing down the businesses from the brothers and sisters that look like us?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they gonna accept you, even when y'all come in there to steal from them.
Right.
They still gonna accept you, but
Yeah.
y'all will go shot with Habib and them and Safar and them, and they cuss
Right.
you out. They cuss you out,
Right.
call
Follow
you
you around the store.
all you animals, everything, but y'all want to shop
Mhm.
with them. Like, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Bro,
it's
our dollar, we spend more than anybody, but we have the least. Like, I'm telling you, where I live at, it's a right across from me. It's a banquet hall. And I'm gonna tell you, the Middle Eastern, like the Arab community, and the Indians from India. Listen, the Pakistani people, they have a party every weekend. I'm telling you, they be dressed to the nines, and it be packed, bro. Like, every weekend, you know what I'm saying? And they be having like their weddings, they have parades. And I'm saying, they spending money on, it's a nice banquet hall.
yeah, they spending
They
money.
spending money on this stuff. So I'm just saying, we just don't, our dollar is just everywhere but within our community. And it just makes me upset. Like,
Yes.
it's just, but that's why I was like, I don't want to prolong it, but I know like with Maywood and them trying to develop it, I hope it returns to a mostly black. I want it to be a black suburb.
I
You know what
do
I'm saying?
too. I do
I want
too.
it to be a black suburb that has grocery stores, that has
It's the
doctor's
food desert
offices.
right now. You
It's a
know,
fruit desert, bro.
it's the
Because
food
every
desert.
time they had a grocery store, it never lasts.
Never lasts. Never
It never
lasts.
lasts. I don't know why, but it never lasts. As long as I've been in the western suburbs, I've seen multiple. It used to be an Aldi's right there on Fifth and
Mhm.
Fifth and Madison. It's a blood bank now.
Yep.
You know what? Last in our community, the J&J fish, the sharks, the blood blank,
And don't
the
forget one
long
thing.
title long place.
Don't forget this one thing though. Bring
What?
and black people, you can get mad at me all you want, but it's the truth. Dialysis centers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the
You're gonna
that whole
always
that,
find one. You're gonna always find a dialysis center in one of the lowest income parts of Chicago.
yep, yep,
Always.
yep,
Always.
yep. And it's that's what I'm saying, bro. We got enough problems on the black table to worry about a holiday. It's just, we
We
got so
do.
many other
We do.
issues, and I'm saying like you don't want to celebrate, fine, not celebrate, but we got so many other things on the table that we need to be fixing as a community. Then getting mad about Juneteenth and not celebrating is just, to me, it's not even. It should be the least of our concerns,
I
honestly.
I know one thing. When I saw people complaining, I just was scrolling. I'm like, you people complaining about everything. Like
Everything,
you
man.
complain that you had to go to work and somebody else didn't.
Yeah,
Who cares?
yeah.
Like who
While
cares?
people out of work, you
A lot of
complaining
people out
about
of
going to
work.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just and to all all my white homies and your white homies that watch the pod. Like, look, Juneteenth is a special day. All right,
hmm
if you got a homie, you got one of your black homies that you can talk to because you don't really understand Juneteenth, ask them. And
yeah.
also, you got Google. Like when people try to act like they don't know why Juneteenth exists,
They know
yes,
why this.
you can use Google like everyone else, and Google will give you an explanation of what Juneteenth is. All right, because it's not that hard. You
It's
know,
not.
it's not that hard. Not that.
No, and I think black people connect more to Juneteenth. I think that's why it took off, bro, because we've always had the people that even didn't know Juneteenth was a thing have always felt a disconnect with July 4th because
Always.
it did never feel like it was our holiday because the freedom that they celebrate wasn't initially for us.
And see,
You know
T,
what I'm saying?
and let me say this. See, growing up, that's the thing. Growing up on July 4th, it wasn't really like my family, it wasn't really about, yeah, it's Independence Day and
For none of us.
but my family was like, look, I don't have to work, your mama don't have to work, your cousins, your auntie and them is coming here from out of town, or we
Mhm.
going to Milwaukee. We finna set off fireworks. We finna eat some
Yep.
barbecue. That's all
Yep.
we cared about.
That's all it is.
It wasn't no. Hey, the country
Right.
was independent from we.
Right.
We didn't
Dressing up as Abraham Lincoln. Nobody was
we
doing
didn't
that.
do all that. We didn't do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. No.
nobody complained. Who
Yeah.
who complained about having July 4th off?
No. But bro, too, it on the flip side too, when Cinco de Mayo come, everybody celebrates Cinco de Mayo. That even if you're not Hispanic, you celebrate that, and it's
St.
not a
Patty's
Mexican
Day,
independence,
St.
but
Patty's Day.
yeah, St. Patty's Day. But again, the people it's commercialized for that too.
Yeah.
I don't even know. As long I am about to be 42 years old in a week, I have no idea what St. Patrick is and why he's important.
I'm gonna ask one of my white homies what's the
I
significance
don't know.
about St. Patty's Day. All I know is all
It's a
my
money
white homies,
maker.
all
All
my
these things are money maker, brother. In this country, it's all money making. It's not important. It's all about money.
every time I celebrated St. Patty's Day with my white homies, my brothers, my white brothers, they say, "Hey Mo, just come get drunk. That's all you need to
That's
know."
all it is.
And I
Yeah.
was like, "All right, fine. That's all I cared about. There, come drink some
That's
beer.
all it
Come
is.
drink some beer. You know what I mean?
It's
That's it."
Our celebrations are different, bro, because America's just so money. Everything is so money in dollar.
Hmm.
Um, dollar oriented. Like other countries, when they celebrate certain things, it feels like a cultural celebration. Like a lot of our celebrations, even July 4th doesn't have a cultural or even historical, even though we know it's a historical significance. Like you said, we grew up, we celebrated this because the 4th we got off.
Yes.
We all for the 4th, we get together. Like we literally, that's what we look at it. Black people look at it as a day to get together. We are not thinking about this as the day the country became independent from, from Europe. Like we're not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
No, we think about that.
Yeah.
But hey, that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's what irritated Latisse this week.
Yes.
What irritated me this week was this young lady who's been very popular on Twitter for the past 2 weeks. Her name is Moriah Mills. She irritated me a lot this week. I was cool after like day 3 or 4. I was like, okay, whatever. She tweeting. We get it. We get it, baby girl. You feel away. But then it got around day 7. Then it got to day 9. Then it got to day 10. Then all of a sudden, I was just like, girl.
Bro. I got something for you, bro. Hold on.
So for the people, this is how I felt after day 11 when she tweeted.
Let me please pull up.
Now y'all got to hear this. This is important.
Let me
set it up to you.
Okay.
Shut up, girl. Shut up.
Could you hear it, bro?
I heard it. Now,
okay.
After that last tweet about her and she was gonna go to the NBA and tell the NBA she got sex tapes of Zion, I was fed up. I was fed up with her. I said, you know what? You need to find you some business, and you need to just go back to your OnlyFans and go make you some money. Go make you some foot fetish videos or something. Because now you're getting ridiculous. Because honestly, Tease, I really believe people got to the point like they don't care anymore.
They didn't care to begin with.
Because at this point, Zion not going to respond on social media.
And he hasn't.
The Pelican's not going to respond. His agent not going to respond.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, girl, shut up. like my man Andrew just said.
Shut up, girl. Shut up. Yeah.
She irritated the hell out of me. And then you know what else irritated me about her? She got the worst BBL ever made.
The worst.
That's the worst BBL I've ever seen in my life, Tease.
I agree with you, bro. It is the worst. Yeah.
There's no way after she healed up and looked in the mirror, she said, "Oh, I'm fine with this."
She was like, you know what? I'm killing it. No, ma'am.
She looks like a fucking cyborg robot from the hips on down.
It's horrible. It's a
terrible.
It's a real bad BBL. Yeah.
And she already funny looking with her big shoulders ass. And then when you hear her talk, you can tell she a dingbat.
Yeah. Yeah. All of the above. Bro, but when she said she was going to be releasing sex tapes, I'm like, this how dumb she is. She do know. I mean, Kurt, she doesn't know, but revenge porn is a crime, ma'am. If you put that out there, you're going to get charged.
She had no idea.
You might go to jail.
She had no idea. She had no idea she was threatening another person on social media. She had no idea.
Such an idiot.
So thank you, Elon Musk and your Twitter for suspending her because I really got tired of them sorry ass tweets and them huff ass videos of her shaking her ass and that plastic shit. Like, seriously, if she was to ever catch on fire, her bottom part would melt. Like, that's how plastic she looked, bro.
I want to see what she gonna look like in 10 years when that BBL is sinking. You know, when
she
your body,
terrible.
when you get older, your body just starts doing things. So when she gets older, I really want to see like what's going to happen because that thing is horrible.
And she had to bring up again. I let you spit in my mouth. And you know what? That's another thing. Hey, what is with this? I gotta go there. What is with this spitting in the mouth thing, Tease? Like, what is?
I don't know.
What is going on? Like, what?
Bro, it's the porn.
Tease. There's nothing sexy about that. Even in the moment, there's still nothing sexy about Open your
Oh,
mouth. Open your mouth. Let me spit in it. What is
and they
with
be
this?
spitting like, bro, they stand over people and like spit like in their mouth, like
And let it
dripping
drop
down.
in their mouth.
It's to me okay, when things get there is a sexual, you know, when people are oversexed, and I feel like this country is that too, and because of what we have access to see, everybody tries to do something different and more outlandish and more disgusting. And I feel like once you reach a certain level of perversion, then you've already lost your mind into what is really normal, because
Oh my God.
it's you do anything goes. And so that's how people get into a different people, when after they've exhausted all perversion, they get into like doing it to animals and things like that, because no, seriously, because and doing it to, like, rubber duckies and rubber people, because
Mm-hmm.
their mind is gone. So I feel like people just standing there spitting, and I don't understand why they think that's sex. It's
It's
definitely not.
disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I hope, I pray no dude ever do that to me. That's like spitting on me. Like,
And then these women be sitting there, they just open their mouth and they just
that's
take.
just, you just have to be at a low point in your life to be like, yeah, open wide, and,
Yeah,
drop this. No, that's disgusting.
that's
That's
disgusting. And,
absolutely
you
disgusting.
got
I
people
don't
out
get
here,
it.
well, that's their kink. Well, whatever.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
it's weird.
It's
That's what the fuck it
disgusting.
is. There ain't
Yeah.
no kink. Don't be trying to justify that shit. That shit is disgusting.
Yeah. There's no justification for no nasty stuff like that. Like, that's
But
just,
hey, back to Moriah Mills. You irritated the hell out of me this week. I'm glad your ass is silenced. And
yeah.
and if you do get your Twitter back, I hope if you mention anything about Zion, they suspend your ass again.
He should get like a restraining order on her, and he should get like a gag order. He should do all that.
He need to do something because this
Yeah, he should do
she
all that.
she got on my nerves this week, man. I said to myself, she don't understand what she's doing. Is she messing up the game for all the other chicks who out here probably trying to do it the right way, and now all the dudes that's in the NBA, they ain't gonna want to mess with the chicks now because they just worried about what she might do because she
Right.
got everybody. Look, she got all the receipts, and
Yeah.
she just said, "Fuck it, I'm going scorched earth," as like
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt the man.
Right. Well, hopefully, bro, these dudes too that's out here, sticking into everything, they'll be more selective to who they dealing with, and they get out their little fantasy of these little girls they see on IG, and if you're gonna be dipping off, that you pick somebody with some kind of, substance, not this dingbat. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
dingbat. Again, I'm gonna repeat. Moriah Mills has the worst BBL in
she
the
definitely does.
history, in the
She definitely
history
does.
of cosmetic surgery. Like, it's no
It's
way
not good.
that doctor. It's no. I don't know how that doctor looked at himself when he got up from that table. That was terrible.
He don't care. He got paid.
God damn, that was
He
terrible.
don't care. He got paid, bro. We've seen a lot of ant booties.
Oh,
So,
her,
you
her,
know,
her shit terrible.
yeah. It's
But
just ladies, just love your natural body.
well, let's move on to we covered a couple of topics a little bit, but let's move on
Yeah.
to this. Let's talk about oh boy, YK. What's his Osiris, whatever his name is.
I think
YK
it's
Osiris.
Osiris, maybe.
Osiris. He charged with assault for kissing Sukihana.
He wasn't charged, but
Well, should he
there's
be
been,
charged? Should he be charged with it? Because that's the talk on social media. What you think as a woman?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think, he's a real young boy. I think that in this particular situation, I don't think he was trying to assault her. I think he thought, because of how she was flirting with him before he even kissed her, she was flirting with him about what she'll do to him and
Mm-hmm.
all of this. So I think he took that as a cue of, you know, go for it. I mean, I don't, it's it's so it's really strange to me. I'm just gonna be honest. Even as a woman, I think because so many women are assaulted and so many women are the space has invaded, by men, that we are hypersensitive to it. But in
Mhm.
this situation, if we stick and look at it situational and not try to insert our other things that may have happened in different situations, in this situation, I think he just miscued. I think
Yes, I'm with that.
I don't think I think he was joking around. And after she said no, he should just walked off, but I think that was the youngness in him, not knowing that no, she for real, like she don't want no kiss or whatever. I think, but he eventually he went. And that was that. So I don't think he was insultingly, he was purposely trying to, assault her. And I think he just thought she was with it because
He did.
you can't separate her saying everything that she said before that happened and thinking it was just talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me, my cat is making her debut today
Hey,
for
Gigi, what's up, Gigi? What's happening? She want a
AGG.
kiss. She want a kiss. Look at
So yeah, that's me. I don't think he should be charged. I think people are being hypersensitive in the sense of trying to appear to be, you know, um to be, what's the word I'm looking for? To make it seem like they really care about
her.
protecting black women. They don't, because when real stuff happen, people be quiet on it. This is an easy thing to jump on because it was on camera,
Right. It was on camera. And I do I watched it. I watched both videos. I watched the whole thing. And I watched it just because I thought I was tripping, man. Like I really watched it. But again, what I take from it, he just a young goofy.
Yeah.
Like he's a young goofy dude. And do I think he's a rapist, or do I think he got a problem? Do I think he's a sexual assault? No. I really think that he misread the entire situation,
Yeah.
and he probably just went for it, and he didn't think that she was going to be uncomfortable. And I
Yeah.
understand why he thought she wasn't going to be uncomfortable, because of the shit talking that they was doing back and forth
Yeah.
before he kissed her. And
Yeah.
I really believe that he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna show you better. I can tell you." and
Right.
and he did it. And I think at first she was like, "Oh, okay, boy," and then he did it again. And I think her look on her face was like, and I get that. However, I still don't think that Suki, whatever for how you said, I don't feel like that initially that she felt like, okay, I feel violated, y'all. I don't believe that.
Me
And,
neither.
and I think what happened, everything freaking took off like it did on the net because of people commenting. And I think that's where everything just went crazy. Like,
Hmm.
I don't think he was going to try to take his joint out and stuff it in her mouth. I don't
Right.
I don't think he was trying to go down her shirt and pull out one of her titties. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he was thinking that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I mean, again, people want to point Duval and other dude. Like I really think if it got to that level, I think they would have stepped in and been like, "Hey, little homie, what you on?"
Yeah.
But I think they even thought she was playing, like they was playing her.
Yeah. They were all sitting there when she was flirting with him. So I think
Yes.
they didn't look like, they just looked like, because I mean, she's been on both of, well, I know she's been on Funny Marco show before. And so I mean, all she talk about is sex. I'm not saying this is an excuse for people to be assaulted, but we gotta stop acting like, you know, there are situations where guys are gonna be perverted and they're gonna take advantage no matter what. You ain't
Of
gotta put that.
course.
You ain't
Of
gotta
course.
put that. That goes without saying. But there are also that situations where people like her, it's unfortunate. A lot of people can't separate that she's
Mm-hmm.
putting on a show. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because literally that's all she talks about. And so when you see her, you automatically think sex. And so as a man, you want him to just not look at her as a sexual object now. They don't think that already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they gonna
then
think that.
you put it out there. It's unfortunate, but I mean, she said, she don't want to. That's what you just back off. Okay, she don't want to kiss. So, but I can see like how he thought. I think he thought too. She's older, so I think he thought like because she was talking about his young butt, like your little young ass and all that stuff. So I think he was trying to show her like I ain't no little kid. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm just now I'm finna talk from a male perspective. All us dudes, especially, we've been shorties before in our 20s, even hell 19, 20, whatever. We've all come across older women who've been like, boy, you don't want these problems. Boy, you
Mm-hmm.
too young for this. You don't know what to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
I have you calling your mama, telling your mom to come get you. Look, little boy, like all that.
Mm-hmm.
All of us as guys have experienced that.
Yeah.
Now, again, if we would have tried something, it could have been wrong because it could have
Mm-hmm.
just been flirting. Or in the past, if we tried some dudes have gotten lucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I don't think Shorty was trying to sexually assault her. I don't think that.
He
I don't
wasn't.
think he was trying to expose her breasts and
Yeah.
and put her hand down his pants. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that. I got from what
Mm-hmm.
I saw is that he kissed her and he thought she was with the shits in that moment
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
he reacted like a young dude.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We acting like this is not a normal response, unfortunately. And I think her response probably was based upon like her saying no, because I believe she got a boyfriend. And
Yeah,
so, you know, everybody don't, if you don't really know her like that, you don't know she got a dude. So he
right.
probably thinking the way she talk, no woman is talking like that with a man. You know what I'm saying? So
You know,
and her man probably was there. So that's probably why he was thinking
he
like,
probably was
hey,
there. Yeah, he
you
probably
know,
was
like,
there.
hey, he didn't, he thought she was with, what was going on.
Mhm.
So I don't think he should be charged with no assault. I think people were running with that narrative and in certain other situations that may have happened where they were, people were like, oh, this was a sexual assault. It was sexual assault and he should go to jail. And I'm like, you know what? We got to stop throwing these words around like that, bro, because it's women that really are getting assaulted. And we can't, like, this is how people, like, even um, like Jonathan Majors, or we still trying to figure out what's going there. But people, like early reports were saying, that she attacked him and this is that whatever. But we have half stuff and we run with it, just for clickbait and just to
Yeah,
be to sensationalize stuff and to make it seem like, we're being so protective. And it's just like we don't know we don't know what happened.
we
But
don't.
you can't go back and dig about to a situation where you were in a space and you felt violated, which is fair. Like, I don't want to diminish that. I'm just saying it's fair, but you can't put that on this situation. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Everything
right,
them apply. This
right.
I feel like that wasn't that. And I feel like some of the main voices was thinking about their own situations and how, like Amber Rose with her slut walk and,
I
what's
hate
her
that.
face? Melissa Ford, those women who were back in the day were like sex pots or video vixens and things like that. And guys who saw them in public thought that they were, real things and probably said inappropriate stuff to them, touched them in ways that they probably thought they wouldn't because they looked at them on TV as a piece of meat.
They
You know what
do.
I'm saying? So it
I
is
mean,
it
I mean, listen. We know what Suki raps about. So can you just
yeah,
imagine
porn videos out. Yeah.
when she be on stage and we rap? You can imagine what them dudes probably be saying in the audience
Hmm.
to her. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've seen her on some of her shows, the shit she do to guys. Like
Yeah.
I've seen her put a dude's head in between her legs and was
I
like,
seen her twerking on a 10-year-old.
yeah, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen it all. But again, like I said on Facebook, I said we're not being honest about this situation because if the roles were reversed and this happened to a guy, and if a guy said I felt like I was sexually assaulted, it would be the total opposite.
Hmm.
It would be the total opposite.
I
I
totally agree with you,
guarantee
bro.
you, I guarantee you, Amber Rose when it stuck up for him.
Yeah.
I bet you Melissa Ford when it stuck up for him.
Yeah.
I bet you.
I
I'm
agree
willing
with you.
to bet. I'm
They
willing
they
to bet they wouldn't.
they wouldn't. Cause I mean it's the same way. Men go through that too. Like if guys that may be bodybuilders or guys that work out and football players, basketball players, or even just regular dudes that work out. Like I've seen women, say inappropriate things, thinking just because he a dude, like maybe he don't want that attention. Maybe he got a girl and he don't, he ain't trying to put out the energy of, I'm with some other stuff. Maybe he's just working out. You know what I'm saying? So it's it does happen to guys, but like you said, because it is men, they don't get that. Oh, he was assaulted. They think it's funny,
They
and
do
it
think
gets
it's
laughed
funny.
off. And
Look,
that's not fair.
we had an example. Who was that was performing maybe a while back? Dude was on stage, he was singing, and some chick grabbed his dick and he gave her that look. Like, what are you doing? It was somebody recently too. I don't know if it was the baby. I don't know if it was somebody recently that was performing, and a chick literally grabbed his joint and squeezed it.
I remember that. I can't remember. I know a guy. I know recently a chick touched Busta Rhymes, and
Yeah, I saw that one
he
too. Yeah,
he turned around like, "Hey man, don't touch me." You know what I'm saying? And that was like a little viral moment. So it definitely happens, bro. It
I know
happens
it
a
happened.
lot more than you know we want to talk about. And it's a case for both men and women. People got to learn how to separate. These are songs, they entertainers, and they just, it's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
It's not real. So
It's not
even
real.
though she might be talking about, oh, I eat booty, I eat, like
She may
she
not
might
even
do
do
it
it.
to her man. That means she want to eat everybody. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
Well,
So
we
you
do
just
know
gotta
we do know she like throwing up on it. We've seen that. But
another disgusting
another
thing. Yeah, that's just
oh man.
absolutely
Hey
insane.
man, this is too
Yeah.
much for me. I'm like the old dude at church. Ooh Lord. This is
Oh Lord, who child?
this is too much for me.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit. Hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about Daniel Penny.
Oh yeah. So y'all, whoever don't, if you guys remember, what was it, a month or two, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan,
2 months ago. 2 months ago.
2 months ago when Jordan Neely, he was on the train, the homeless guy, he was the Michael Jackson impersonator, and he homeless, he was on the bus, the train, I guess, having an episode, and he was,
Mm-hmm.
yelling, wanted some food, and the guy, similar to George Floyd fashion, choked him for 15 minutes until he died. On the train full of people, and I don't know who else. I feel like the other person who held him down with Daniel Penny should be in jail too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's out on bail now, but the grand jury did indict him, which is
Mm-hmm.
good news. So they're gonna move forward with the charges. Now we don't know. This is the part that we don't that always scare us as black people, right? Because the indictment doesn't always mean he's gonna be convicted.
True.
So
True.
that's what we want. But it's a good thing that he's at least gotten that indictment, and so they're gonna move forward. And so I hope he goes to jail. I do. I hope he goes to jail. He's
I
not
want
gonna
him to
get
go.
no whole bunch of time, but I think he needs to get. He needs, to me, you know, to do that is just pure insanity. So for me, he needs to be in jail for life because I feel like you crazy and they know you're unhinged and they no telling what else you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to go to
So
jail. He needs to go to
yeah,
jail.
he needs to go to jail. So I
I
hope
think
he.
I think he's a menace to society. I think he needs to be really rehabilitated.
Yep.
Whatever they need to do, he needs to go to jail.
Yep. He's
'Cause
crazy. Yeah.
he's
I don't
crazy.
know how you do that. How do
He
you
was
even do that?
he was not in fear for his life.
No, he had
He
no.
was
It was none of his. The guy wasn't even talking to him. This is typical vigilante stuff that happens in America. Like this had nothing to do with you. You inserted yourself into trying to play superhero and Big Bad Wolf, and nobody was talking to you. If you wasn't gonna feed that man, if you have a problem, people ride the train all the time, and it's crazy. If you had a problem, go to the next train when next stop. Everybody does that.
everybody
I've
does.
done it. When I used to ride downtown and I feel uncomfortable, I'm getting off the train, go to the next one. I mean, it's simple.
I've
What are we doing here?
I've gotten off the train before.
Yeah. I'm like, is this your first day on the train? Like, I don't understand. And even, and then, I hate how the media, they want to bring up his other arrests. He's a mental person. So mental people are always arrested. Why are we acting like, but it was like, well, he had it, and only four of them, again, maybe two of those situations that he was arrested for was saying that he assaulted someone. And we don't even know what that assault means. Because like I said, we use that word so loosely and we use it for everything, where he could have got somebody's face and they said it was an assault.
We use the word assault like we use the term goat to just
to describe everybody. So we don't really know what even happened in those situations. But nonetheless, he was not assaulting anyone in this moment and did not deserve to die.
No.
He was clearly having a mental. It's so weak for everybody just to sit around and let him just do that. It's just disturbing.
But Penny deserves to be indicted, and he deserves jail. And I'm gonna be following this. I'm gonna be following it.
Whatever happens to him in jail.
Because I know one thing about New York, prosecutor there, she tough. She don't play. Yeah. So I really hope that they find a way to make sure this dude goes to jail, because he committed murder. He committed murder.
Yeah.
He committed a murder. It wasn't, his life was not in danger. He committed a murder.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if loud language, they was like, oh, he was loud speech is not equivalent to you choking somebody for 15 minutes.
It's public transportation.
You already had them restrained. What my point was, who are you? You're not the police.
Yep.
You're no one to even put your hand on me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what it's like. That's what bothered me, and it bothered me that other people jumped in on this. It's just weak mentality, and that's how a lot of people in that community do. It's always, they act tough when it's other people, around.
They do.
There's no reason for him. He wants to show off his military, training. Go back to the military then.
This motherfucker want to be Captain America on the subway.
Right, go back to the military. You're goofy.
Boy, get your goof ass out of here. Now you about to be in jail, Captain America.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what you about to do.
Yeah.
I hope they go ahead and do this swiftly. Get this out the way.
Too, bro.
Get this out the way where he can go where he deserves to be at.
Absolutely.
Now, even though dude a mental, again, like I said when we talked about this before, he still has a family. That's somebody's son, nephew, uncle, brother. I guarantee you somebody loved him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though he was a homeless mental, whatever, somebody loved him though.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if nobody loved him, bro, that's still someone's life.
Yeah.
that you are not the author and finisher of life. Exactly. You can't give life to somebody and you can take it away in the sense that you can't create it. You ain't created life, so you can't take it away. You shouldn't be in your hands. Exactly. When God wants us to go, it'll go. You know what I'm saying? But people, I just hate that vigilante attitude that some people in this country have, and they think they're the police of all the world, and it's just like, it's so sad.
It made me mad when I watched that video, man, because I watched the video like 5 or 6 times. I was like, you know, let me stop watching this, because the more I watch it gets you angry. It's like the George Floyd thing. It gets you angry.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I only could watch George Floyd. I think I saw it twice, and every time it comes back on, that was like, we was already in COVID, and watching that was like a different kind of that a lot of this stuff sometimes, it becomes, we get desensitized to it because it happens so much. One, man, that affected me. That George Floyd, just to see that him, an officer just pressed on him, like literally killing him in slow motion. Yeah, that definitely that was disturbing. It definitely bothered me.
Let me
this one bothered me too, but yeah.
Let's talk about this before we get into our last topic, which is gonna be good. What you think about them people that's in the bottom of the sea?
I'm not laughing at the way. That's not funny.
I get it.
I'm not laughing at that, but it's I don't want to say it's white people stuff.
No. Let's be clear. Some of that podcast. That is white people stuff. I will say it. One, the reason why is because I don't think the black people we know got $250,000 to just do that. So go
Yeah.
ahead. This is definitely
It is. It's one of those things, bro, that when you got too much money, and it's we know the story of the Titanic.
yes.
We know we've seen the ruins. It's
Yeah.
no reason, and it's not like they're gonna. It's not like they're touching it. So it's like, what are we going down there to see? You can see that same thing by going into YouTube and saying Titanic ruins. So to go underwater, under, where it's invisible, basically, it's just too dangerous and unnecessary. Some things we're not supposed to, do, and it's unfortunate that during their adventure that they, it's just having money to blow and trying to. I just don't, because
250.
it was just unnecessary, like, to go down there. To me, it's unnecessary for anyone to go down there for anything. Honestly,
Again, I don't. They're 13,000 feet below sea level.
yeah,
So there's basically no life form down there.
yeah,
People don't like people had to. They had to literally. I saw a chart that was on Facebook that people were showing what 13,000 feet is. Like you see 4,000, you see 1,000, but then as you get lower and lower, you could just tell, like, okay, nobody with any human life form needs to be down here.
yeah,
And again, I always say this. There are some things in nature we are not supposed to mess with.
yeah.
I don't think we're supposed to mess with outer space, but we did it. Okay, we did it. But there's a reason why nobody has been down to the bottom of the sea. There's a reason, Tease. There's a reason why.
Yeah,
And that's the reason why they haven't gone down there and got the Titanic and the ship.
yeah,
And all that. There's a reason, Tease.
yeah.
But
It,
these motherfuckers who got $250,000,
to blow.
they want to get in this little bitty ass like sub capsule and take their ass down there, and with only it's like a bathtub.
Yeah,
There's no floor. There's a little bitty like window that's at the front of that little thing, and that's it. And they all sitting there together. They bunched up, and they all decide to go to the bottom of the sea just to see some ruins. Now they can't be found.
yeah. They're not gonna. There was a guy talking today that said he was underwater after 84 hours, and he survived one of those submarine things. I don't know how far he was. I don't know how far down he was. But he
I bet he
said that.
wasn't 13,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go back to that article and read it, but I'm like, I'm sure. Again, I don't get it.
They
I
only
don't
have
get
a
it.
few hours as of right now. It's 9:08 p.m. Chicago time. They only have a few hours left of oxygen,
Yeah,
according to CNN reports.
yeah.
They are saying, all the experts are saying, by morning they will be running out of oxygen. By morning,
Yeah.
they don't even know if they have enough food to survive.
They're not gonna if they find them, I don't believe they're gonna be found alive, unfortunately.
If they find them,
That's what I'm saying. If they find them,
because right
because
now
it's really hard to get any kind of signals from down that far.
all you can get is sonar signals,
Yeah.
that's really hard because again, you can't see anything.
Right. Yeah. And to try to rescue them, it's gonna put other people in danger. So they're not, the chances of someone sending someone else down there to get them is
Oh no, it won't be anybody. Trust me, the Coast Guard is not going to send anybody down.
no. Yeah.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And here's my thing. Now, I know the conspiracy theories. Y'all going to love this part because I know y'all listen to the pod. Some people saying these people are faking their death.
I saw that too.
Some people saying these
It's a
people
distraction.
know that the world's coming to an end, so they just
Yeah.
getting away.
Yeah.
And then some people said, this is just a distraction to keep us from talking about other stuff that's going on, Ukraine, other blah blah blah. Well, you conspiracy theorists. Here's the thing, okay? For all y'all that think that the world come to an end, this is why they doing this. well, why Beyonce and Jay-Z ain't did this yet? Why Bill Gates and them ain't did this yet? If the world comes to
Right.
an end, because they got
Right.
the money. They got the
Right.
money.
Yeah.
They got the money. Trust me.
A bunch of people got rich people got at least that
They got that to say their whole
to get
family.
away.
They got
Yeah.
$250K per family member, like the really, really wealthy people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also, if the world comes to an end, what the fuck y'all gonna do then? Like, what y'all like? What now? Since y'all got the answer, what now?
Right. Well, they saying that we gonna be left. I mean, we gonna be get left behind while they in some other space, out of space, partying. So
And I always say this, and y'all know this because of what?
they
Because
don't.
that's what I always say. Like,
This is just internet investigation.
they should just say what it is. My opinion, not because of what I know. No, it's your opinion.
It's
Your opinion.
all opinion.
That's
It's
all
all
it is.
opinion based. Yeah, it's all opinion based. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the memes they've been doing on Facebook about this
They
stuff,
have been funny, bro.
they've been funny. I've been trying not to laugh.
Me too.
I haven't been on to post any of them because it's one of them situations. Like, okay, these are people's families. I mean, they probably not gonna ever be seen again.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's also, Tease, if I gotta be honest, it's really bizarre.
Yeah, it's very bizarre because
it's very bizarre.
I just don't understand it. Like I know people that like to scuba dive and who like to explore underwater. But like you say, there's levels to this. If we're going where there is no life, that means we're not supposed to be there.
Yes, we're not supposed to be
there.
We're not supposed to be there. And like I hope they are found. Like, seriously, if people who believe in miracles, I really hope that they are found. Like in the movies, you get like a happy ending. I really do hope they're found, but I'm
scared if they get found though, bro, that then that's gonna be catalyst for people who like to do adventures, that they'll be like, see, they found them, and then they will take their goofy butts down there.
The government about to shut this down.
Yeah.
They about to kill this. They about to kill this.
They should.
They about to. This is the government. But I guarantee you, whoever this company is ran by or whatever, they about to shut this down. Then I heard. Hold on. Then I heard, Tease, before you pay your money for this, what they're doing, you have to sign a waiver saying that if you die, your family can't sue. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, bro, too, that even the bizarreness of all this too, bro, is that the countdown that they have for the air, like the media is really making this that part is what it is weird to me. Like, we don't know these people, and they're not, I'm not saying they're not anybody significant, but it's not like it's the mayor of so and so, or it's the one with any position that will affect the country, that we have to do a countdown of this.
It's really a countdown.
We're following this. Like,
they started.
People, we don't even put this much attention into all these girls that go up missing. We don't put no attention on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we got a countdown of people who were overly rich that decided on their own to go there. But we got the resources to count this down, but we don't put no energy into, 25, missing Black girls in 3 weeks. Okay, I get it.
The countdown started with, they have 96 hours worth of air remaining. Oxygen remaining. 96 hours. Now we're down to the final hours.
Yeah, that
is nuts. That is nuts.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's a bizarre story. Now, let's get into our last topic of the night. My good old friend, Dr.Umar. He was on a podcast, I think last week. It was actually good. Good discussion. They were talking about Black men, Black women. And one of the questions, it was a good topic. It came up. The absence of Black men in our community has created masculine Black women. Now, when they were talking about that, I ain't gonna lie, the hair started raising up on my arms and on my back, because that topic was, I feel like listen to him talk, I agree with him in a
Mm-hmm.
lot of ways because think about it. The black men in the community, they either went away to jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were dead.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow they was removed from
Mm-hmm.
the family.
Mm-hmm.
So the
For
women
centuries.
for centuries. So the girls that were growing up, they had no male figure. And now I think, and like Dr. Umar was saying, these women are now being raised or brought up like, I'm independent. I don't need no man to do XYZ for me because I've saw my mom do XYZ by herself. I can do XYZ by myself. And he's right. When you meet these women, it is a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's such big time struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Because what, like, on some real shit, what does a man bring to the table if the woman feels like I can do everything you can do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the last part is, the host was kind of trying to push back on him, but I also think this too, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I think it's a generational portion of this that has a lot to do with it, because the young girls now that are coming up, like, what are we? We generation what? We not we
Are we,
generation.
I think we're considered millennials.
So we like on that we consider millennials, right?
I think
Because
so.
we're
Yeah.
on the cusp, right?
Yeah.
But the ones that's after us,
Mm-hmm.
Generation Z, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they really got that mentality of I can do it all by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a man to just screw me, but I don't need a
Mm-hmm.
man to take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
They really got that mentality. Now, those are the ones I want to see when I get
Mm-hmm.
older, how they gonna come up in the world raising boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. But go ahead, Tease.
Yeah. I you know, I think in this in this Kevin Samuel era of raising men, um, his children, they um they forget about like his messaging before he got popular in the sense, and he kind of switched gears into what people may consider like down disrespecting women or whatever.
Yeah,
um he had similar talk like what Dr. Umar was saying as far as men reclaiming their position in our
yeah.
community.
Mm-hmm.
um and I think, like, if you listen to Dr. Umar in other interviews, he gets on sisters just as much as he get on guys. You
He
know what I'm saying?
does. He does.
And the guys, it's again the sensitivity of they take everything so literal, like you said, generational. Like
Generational.
they were pushing back so much to where like you hearing them, but you're not really hearing them because
No.
you're ready to say it's women's fault, and they don't want to just take on the position of historical position of men. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And so it's we like you said, we can't dismiss the historical part of slavery and how it disconnected us from our men, and how it stripped our men of their manhood, how it stripped women of their womanhood. From we came here from Africa as a family. So I had to watch my husband, I had to watch my wife get raped by master or
Mm,
whoever else wanted her.
mm,
And I
mm.
had to see my husband get whipped in front of people. And I had to see my kids get sawed off because, they breeded us. So it's a lot of psychological things. We got through that, by the,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
by the grace of God, right? With nothing. And we get free, but we not free, right? So you fighting through the civil rights, era. We get through that, bro. We get some quote unquote some rights, and then what happens? Oh, we gonna put drugs in y'all community,
Woo,
right?
woo.
So now we got a generation, our generation, bro, our generation of dads a lot of people our age group, dads and mothers who got addicted to crack or went to jail for selling crack. You know what I'm saying? So the crack era messed us up. So then we get through the crack era. Then what? What's next? Then it's the jail. It's the over policing. You know what I'm saying, of our community. So it's been continual things. So we can't dismiss that there has been a separation of black men and women on purpose. And so that's why it's I think we got so much drama, bro on both sides, to where we gotta, that's why these podcasts and some of this stuff, it's more detrimental, because we talk about whose fault it is more than, okay, can we all agree, my brother and my sister, can we both agree that we have had it bad, right? We have had it as a whole. I might be okay personally though, bro. I might be okay personally, but as a whole, our community, we have been screwed beyond measure. But you know what? Me and you here together, let's not us fight against each other, because I want a man. I need a man. You need a woman. You want a woman. Let's not fight. Let's figure out how we can take the things that have been traumatic for both of us and our people, and let's figure out how we can make it better. But the podcast world just talks about, oh, now these women are feminine and they masculine and they're taking on masculine energy, and it's just like, it's not masculine energy. The truth of the matter is, we had to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
You have to. Nobody's raising their hand to come pay my bills. And you know what? I understand. Everything costs too damn much in America. So, you know what I'm saying? But even when everything costs too much, bro, the majority of the women have taken care of themselves because they have to. So they want to, and it's not masculine energy to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's we'll fall back if I don't know any some people may have trouble with it, but in general, I think 90% of women want a strong man that's gonna say, relax, okay, I got this. Yeah, you working, we're working, you working, I work, we got ourselves together, but I am the head, I am the leader, and I'm gonna lead us to greatness. You know what I'm saying? I need you to support me. I need you to be there for me. I need to partner with you, because we got some good things coming. I'm gonna lead us there. I think most women want that, and I think most women will back up off of that. That quote unquote masculine energy when you have that. But what you get now, bro, is what those boys are on the podcast, is that a lot of men have absolved to where it's something wrong with y'all masculine, and y'all need to fix, y'all need to come to us healed. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to be leaders. To me, what it all boils down to, you basically don't want to be a leader.
You need to come healed.
Come healed.
You need to come with your bandages.
Our community has been through enough. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? So I don't disagree with him at all. I think that he had a lot of good points, and I think we just got to stop spending so much time with these gender wars and stop trying to say who's wrong, and just figure out better ways that we can support each other. That's only how we're going to have a better relationship, and that's only how our communities are going to have stronger foundations, is that we work together. Like, how is it helping us to say that, all men are dogs and all women are bitches? Does it help us? None. As a community, I can look at my neighbors as an example. When most white people, bro, the couples, they get married young, and and you know what happens? They get married in their early 20s, and I'm not saying that has to be our thing, but they get married in their early 20s. I say by 26 they married. They get married, they go buy a house, they have kids, so they're building generational wealth within their family structure. A lot of us are not getting married, you know what I'm saying? And when what?
Because you got these podcasts, you got these influencers, you got these people who saying, "Hey, you don't need to get married. Hey, you can just get you a live-in. You can get you you can become a triple. You can become you can get you another
Sister
life partner,
wives.
sister wife, and y'all can live together and be that. See,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like to talk about this, but I'm gonna say it. Our values on marriage as a community is totally different than
Yeah.
the white delegation and the other brown delegation.
Yeah.
It's different because we've got people who in our lives in our family who say the goal shouldn't be marriage anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that anymore. When we
Mm-hmm.
grew up, it was like you just said: get married, get a house, have kids,
Mm-hmm.
and live out your life.
Yeah.
The white delegation, like you said, get married young, get a house, get good jobs, and build generational wealth.
Yeah.
We're not saying that anymore. Look around social media. You be on it just like I do. You
Mm-hmm.
see it up and down our timeline.
Yeah.
What's being shown to us,
Yeah.
and what do you
Yeah.
expect these kids to do?
Yeah. And again, we know that purposely our communities were dealt a bad hand, and our men were you know, as a community were taken away from us. You got all our brothers in jail, so you got a block full of women raising kids by themselves, and it's very few men in the community you know, um, that can fill in the gap,
Yeah,
because during that time, so many of them were in jail or people were off on drugs. When you got the few on the block that was helping, they was trying to help, other boys. Like I know I seen it, you know what I'm saying? So they did try to mentor, but it's a lot to ask one man to try to mentor the whole damn block. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
it
the
is.
thing is, I just feel like we know the history of what happened, and we got to stop talking about just whose energy is bad. Women, we have to fix our energy. Men have to fix theirs, but we have to figure out how to get together. All
I
that
agree.
blame stuff don't matter. And I think men just have to. One thing Dr. Umar said, he said, if you want to regain the respect of women, watch, just show them.
Show them.
Show
Show
them how you are taking care of the community, how you're taking care of
them.
yourself, how you're raising men, how you're in charge. Show them, and you will get the respect back. But we don't need people saying these women don't want to listen. They all just, they
Mm-hmm.
all just, they all want to be, I don't know, bro. They all want to be, in the streets, or they just want to be bosses, and that's true for some people. But the majority of women, we have a natural instinct, we have a natural thing in ourselves to want to be loved. Period.
I
The
agree.
natural desire for us to want to be,
I
we
agree.
want to experience love. And when we go against what's natural, it's usually because of some kind of traumatic experience. These little girls that's talking about, like you said, that generation, these girls that be, I'm F nigga free, and I'm get their head, get their bread and leave.
And
They
leave.
disconnected from love because chances are they may not have that. They may not have, and if they did have a relationship with their dad, maybe it wasn't as healthy as it should be. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So they don't know what they have experienced that love to where it makes them want to sing about it. You know what I'm saying? They looking like, hey, ain't nobody loving me. My mama's struggling, and all the dudes that was around me, they screwed me over. So before
Mm-hmm.
you screw me over, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get their head, get their bread, and
And
leave.
leave.
You know what I'm saying? So
Great
I
song.
get it. I
Great
get it.
catch.
We got a lot of restructuring to do, like from men, regaining their position in our community, and then for women doing better and teaching the younger girls how to be women too. Like
Amen.
we're not absolved from this. Like it's not, men have to teach men and women have to teach women. That's just it's that's not how things are gonna get
And,
better.
and the
Nobody
only
taught us, bro.
and the only way to do that, I believe, is you have to have strong men, strong women in a household, raising kids to be strong young men and women when they become adults. That's the only way it can work.
Mhm.
Can't raise them to be reliant and uh, crutches for other people. You have to teach them, like, hey, you meet somebody and you feel like this person is on your level, you feel like you can build something together, then that's what you should do. Forget about what the society says that you don't need this, you don't need that. You're not society. You
Yeah.
are your own individual.
Yeah.
You're. I truly believe a young person's values and morals should be based upon how he or she was raised. Your morals and
Yeah.
values are how you were raised. My morals and values are how I'm raised.
Yeah.
If you know something that you was raised upon that I wasn't, then that's where the meetings of the mind should come together and y'all share the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're constantly being fed like it's okay, and listen, I'm not saying like everybody don't have to be married. I'm not. That's
Right.
not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, don't be closed minded to
Yeah.
become a partner. And
Yeah.
man, like it's still great to do if you found
Yeah.
somebody you want to do that with.
Yeah.
But don't. But we get spoon fed. Now you can do this on your own, or you can do this. Love is overrated. Marriage is overrated.
It's
That
not.
it's all about. It's just like life. Whatever you
Mhm.
put into it, that's what you're gonna get out of it. Like
Absolutely.
that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. And the structure of marriages is not just to be married, just to be, because the structure of marriages is for to build a strong community. You know what I'm saying? If you see a strong community, I guarantee you they got strong family units. Period. And if you're not married, then you still should have a strong family unit. Like you said, well, if you want to call it your partner or your life partner, whatever, it's two people that have decided we getting this together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
To build a strong union with us, it's to build a strong union for our community. Like that's
That's
just what it
it.
is. Like
What it is.
we don't we just don't we don't it's just like we have to redo a lot of stuff, all our people before us didn't do everything right, but they damn sure didn't do everything wrong either.
They
And
didn't.
they had to do something right for us to still be here, despite all the stuff that was placed in front of them. We
Yep.
should be dead. There should be no more black people in America.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything was designed to get us up out of here,
And
and
is
they
you right?
did it.
You right. And
Everything
you
is designed
right.
to get us up out of here, and they can't. First of all, y'all need us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't going nowhere. We are the original man. So I'm finna get on my black shit, okay? We are the original man.
Hey.
We do have
Power to the people.
God's spirit in our DNA. So
We
you
do.
ain't gonna kill us off. So I'm just finna say, that's where it
Woo.
is. But they
She's
don't know
preaching,
that.
y'all.
They
She's
don't
preaching,
know that.
y'all. She
I'm
preaching,
just
y'all.
saying. That's why they can't get rid of us. But even that though, bro, with us having that, we gotta act like it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get off that goofiness and stop talking about like the men versus women. I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of it. Like I everybody wants to be partnered with everybody. I think we're built to need each other. You know what I'm
We are.
saying?
We are.
The
We
hot
are.
dog bun is really nothing without the hot dog in it.
Hey, no,
A
pause.
stupid analogy, but that's what
No
came in
glizzy.
my head, okay?
Hey, pause. No glizzy. Pause.
Hey, bro, you gotta eat that glizzy like that boy on that clip where he
Nah,
broke it
hell,
off. He was breaking it off like little by little because he didn't want to put the whole long one in his mouth. Pause.
I bought a hot dog. I bought a hot dog the other day, Tease, and I ate it
Yeah.
alone in my car.
That's a shame. Y'all can't eat no hot dogs now.
No glizzies in public. But
That's terrible.
but last thing I want to say is, what Nick Cannon is doing, I don't agree with.
Me either.
I just don't. I don't. I know he's rich. He can do whatever, he can, but I still think he can't really be a true father.
Yeah.
To all them babies.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that.
He can't.
And to me, my opinion, I think he's sending the wrong message to his boys when they get older, because they're gonna think, and who knows, what if they don't have the money like his daddy? Like I just don't agree with that. But again, the structure, like you said, is the family structure is different now. But that's just my opinion. That discussion Dr. Umar had with those two guys, that was a really good discussion.
Yeah, y'all check it out. I can't remember the name of the podcast, but
I forgot the name of it.
If you type in Dr. Umar and you type in, women masculinity, I'm sure that'll come up. So
it
it just came
definitely
up this week. It's a good
it's a
Dr.
good.
Umar sometimes go off the rail. I think he was going
He
through a
does,
little mental thing at some
he
point.
does, he
But I
does.
feel like he appears to be the last few times I've seen him speak, he sounds like when he first came out. So I
Yes,
think he did go through a space of maybe some mental
yeah.
stuff where he could have been stressed, it could have been whatever, but I feel like he's healthy and in a good mind. He's back to his good talking. So
His 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 comment that we have a snow bunny crisis is still the funniest. It's one of the funniest
he
things.
ain't never letting up on that.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard, man. And
He ain't never letting up on
he's
that.
not letting up on it, man.
He is
Not
not
letting
an
up on it.
advocate of interracial anything.
And it's just he's the snow bunny crisis. That was probably the funniest thing in a
Yeah.
long time, man. He
Yeah.
like he said, "Brother, don't make me give you your cool papers."
Wait, that bro, you gotta have that belt. 13,000 lashes. We gotta bring that back.
Oh man, Dr. Umar. Hey, please, we gotta always make sure, man. Like Dr. Umar gotta be protected out here, man, because
He do.
he's
do.
he's be speaking some good stuff. He do.
Yeah.
He speaks
Yeah.
some good stuff. But
Yeah. And he's an actor, he's an actual doctor where he did actually go to school to be a psychiatrist.
yeah,
So
he went to
and he
school.
did actually do that in the school system.
He's
So
educated. He is educated.
yeah,
He is
yeah,
educated. But
he's hilarious. So
all right, well, man, that's all we got. Do we miss anything, Tease?
no, I think we got it all. We talked. It's a lot going on this week, bro. So
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
we talked about it. It's a national holiday coming up in a little bit over a week. We'll talk about that next week.
National holiday. July 4th is when?
No, it's July 3rd, my birthday. So
Oh, oops.
yeah.
Oops.
So I may have to we may have to do something special. We may have to go to the studio on my birthday. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
we can do that. We can do that. We can have a little party on your birthday.
Yeah, we might have to have a
We
little
have a little
party.
party. Yeah, we can have a little party. I'm off that day too. So
I'm off too.
yeah, we can do a little that day at the studio.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I'm see what I'm doing first.
We
Make
should go
sure
live. We should go live too.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we should go live.
We'll see. I'm gonna make sure I'll make sure I don't have nobody that's want to take me out to, one of those 5-star.
The Sybaris.
I'm not going to the Sybaris. That's dumb. I'm not going to the Sybaris. That's funny though.
Sybaris. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Is the Sybaris still around? I don't even hear about Sybaris no more.
Still around. Yeah, still around.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. No, I'm past the Sybaris. Somebody taking me out. I gotta get we getting flued out. I ain't
boy.
I ain't no little Sybaris, Sybaris hoe. I need to be in, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. What are you talking about?
I ain't no Sybaris hoe.
Yeah, you got to, elevate your game, brother. 40. I'm 42. What you talking about?
42 in the gang. Jackie Robinson.
Yes, Jackie Robinson. That's Jackie Robinson. That's why I said it's been a good year, bro. It's gonna be a year. I feel like it's been like a year of greatness because I got 42. That's Jackie Robinson, and then it's 23. So that's the Michael Jordan year. So
it is the Michael Jordan year. That's right. That's right.
It's I feel like it's gonna be a great year for all of us. So
the Jackie Robinson year.
Yeah.
42 for teams. Fuck you talking about 42.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man. But next week we'll be back next week. Yeah, everybody, but make sure you subscribe. Listen, like episode 76. Some of that podcast. You know what I'm saying? We feel like you guys rock with us because you believe in us. So we're gonna keep putting out these episodes for the people, and then we'll be in the studio real soon.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to the new listeners.
Absolutely. And we'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace.
Yay.